John Elway and the Broncos. Baker threw 70 passes, completing 62 of them. He also ran 40 yards to the other side of the field after each series to make it, quote, a true workout. Let's take a listen to Baker on his draft status.
I feel like I put myself in a good spot here to, be considered the best quarterback in the draft. No matter the height question or people, question the character. I think these meetings have been great for me. So put myself in a good spot, and it's kind of interesting to think about, before the season, they had me at a 3rd to 4th round grade, and now it's improved a little bit. It's an interesting process. People trying to evaluate your game, find out the flaws, everything like that. But you only get to do it once. You got to enjoy it, and that's the thing that I've heard from everybody that's gone through it is you got to be able to enjoy it. Not everybody gets to go through this, so have fun with it. You just got to go be yourself. That's the most important thing. If you stress about it, if you think about it too much, that's when it's too hard. When they try and get you flustered with questions and certain things, you got to be able to talk ball, got to be able to handle the outside noise, and just relax and go do your thing.
Shannon, what was your takeaway from his pro day?
Baker Mayfield did what he was supposed to do. If you're throwing against air, no blitz, no rushers, nobody's guarding the receivers, you're in shorts and a T-shirt, I'd expect you to complete. I'd expect him to complete 67, 68 of those 70 passes. Throwing is not what these teams are looking for. They're looking at his height and those questions. Baker Mayfield is abundantly clear what it's about because he brought it up. He brought up his height. He brought up the maturity and the off-the-field issues and maybe some of the maturity issues that have to deal with things on the field. So Baker Mayfield is well aware what they're looking for. The ball comes out his hands well. He throws a very good ball. And from what I saw, Skip, the ball came out his hand, as I said, well. He was on time, on target. So I don't think they're concerned about that. All the running to the other side, that was unnecessary. But, hey, if you want to get a workout, hey, do you, Baker. Look, I know everybody's making a big deal that the Broncos contingent from the head coach to John Elway to Gary Kubiak, the number 2 guy. But guess where they're going to be today, Joy? Josh Rosen is throwing at UCLA. I guarantee you, guess who's going to be there, Skip? John Elway, Van Joseph, Gary Kubiak, and the number 2 guy, Russell. That's what's going to happen. And next week, they're going to be in Wyoming when Josh Allen's. So don't read too much into it.
So every year, I laugh out loud sitting in my living room watching these pro day highlights, thinking, what is the NFL doing? So let's take the Broncos staff, this contingent of Elway and Kubiak and Vance. They're all there. Personnel guy, they're all there. They probably flew in the private.
Yeah, they did.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, what are they going to see that they didn't already know about Baker Mayfield? Because the Denver staff coached his side in the Senior Bowl, right? So they had him all week.
Yes.
And John Elway was there and put him through his own personal QB drills that he likes to put quarterbacks through on the Senior Bowl practice field, and then got to hang with him. And I don't know if they went to dinner. I assume they have. There's no law about this. You can go visit as much as you want to go visit, right?
Yeah.
You can bring him to Denver. You can go to Norman, Oklahoma. You can go to Austin, Texas, where he's from. You can meet his family. You can do whatever you want. And there was a report in Monday Morning Quarterback that one of the teams has already assigned a private investigator to follow. I was going to say Johnny Manziel, but Baker Mayfield.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah, just to check him out. That's fine. That's fine.
But Baker Mayfield found out about it. So how bad must the private investigator be? That guy that you're tailing.
He's a shrewd operator. He's a smart kid.
Now you know good and well if the private investigator is any good, you don't know you're being tailed.
Okay, I got you. So if I am a team, if I'm John Elway, he's had a hard time picking college quarterbacks, right? Yeah. He can sign Peyton Manning when Peyton knocks on the door and says, you want me?
Take your guy.
Yeah, okay. So if I'm going to this pro day in Norman, Oklahoma, on his turf, throwing to his receivers in shorts and a T-shirt and a big old headband, I don't care. I've seen him throw. I got game tape. I always say the tape doesn't lie. Just watch the tape. That's really all you need. But I would want to see how he handles himself. How does he conduct it? So he comes out with this giant, it's like 6 inches wide headband, Karate Kid headband.
Yeah.
And like, what are you doing? Well, look, this is Baker Mayfield. So this is what he's going to show you. He is a look at me guy. He's not going to do it conventionally. He's not going to do it quietly. you know, a Josh Allen from Wyoming. He'll probably be very conservative and routine in what he does because he's just going to go through the take care of business motions. This is Baker Mayfield, man. He's got to put on a show.
Is he a Nike athlete? Did you see that swoosh
Mm,
on his sweatpants? That swoosh that long, Joy.
Mm.
Well, he's
Yeah.
Nike.
Look at that
so I
swoosh.
think so.
I ain't never seen a swoosh that big.
And then the other thing I was not aware of, and it got a big roll of the eyes in my living room for me, was that I did not know Jimmy Clausen is now Baker's quarterback coach or mentor or whatever. He's handling Baker Mayfield. Jimmy Clausen, who, I don't know if you remember this, once upon a time, Jimmy Clausen out of Thousand Oaks, California, was the top quarterback recruit in the nation.
Yeah.
And to announce where he was going to sign, he pulled up in a Hummer limo at the College Football Hall of Fame. You want to talk about outrageous?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
at the College Football Hall of Fame to announce, I am signing with the Fighting Irish. I'm going to Notre Dame. And how did that work out? I don't remember what happened at Notre Dame, but not much.
And it worked out even less when he went to Carolina.
Carolina. How about that?
1-15.
Yeah, so Jimmy Clausen is advising Baker Mayfield. But you're right. I mean, am I surprised? I told you, I watched every snap he took at Oklahoma, and he played in a bunch of big games.
Yeah.
So he is battle-tested.
Right.
And he can wing it. He has got a live arm. Trust me, he can throw it long. He can throw it medium. He's got touch short. He can move in the pocket. He's not downfield fast, but he has elusivity. Not Manziel-esque, but he can move a little bit. He can create space. And he has high football IQ. I promise you, this was the most complex passing game in college football. I don't think it's even close. And that's why he says he's being interviewed by a lot of teams. They're trying to pick his brain about what is Lincoln Riley doing with the offense. You want to talk about route trees? They got route trees everywhere. It's complex, and he can compute it very quickly. To me, he is the most ready for NFL. He could step in.
I believe John them being there was a smoke
Maybe.
screen.
It
The
could
second
be.
highest contingent was the Giants. Now, you mean to tell me the Giants with the number 2 pick was going to take Baker Mayfield? No. No, it's not
Well,
happening.
that's a long way to go for a smoke screen. That's a big day.
We ain't got nowhere to go. I mean, that's what they're supposed to do, Skip Bayless. Ain't no but a hop, skip, and a jump. They're in Denver, Colorado. You make it seem like they came from the Bahamas.
Yeah. Oh,
Right
okay.
there.
All
And plus, we're going to, do the loop.
Mm.
You know, like Rob said on his honeymoon. He was already in Hawaii. He might as well just go to Japan. Well, Skip, you already out there in Oklahoma. You might as well just come on up the road and go to.
It's a little further, but
I know. That's Rob. That's Rob for you.
Yeah.
Skip, look. Baker Mayfield did what I thought he would do. And this was not about him throwing. Skip, you know, you should complete those passes. It's not when when guys can't get to you. All the guys, every quarterback in the NFL, if you don't put pressure on them and the guy's wide open, is going to complete 62 or 70 throws. It's when that rush comes and you got to throw guys open that aren't open. That's the problem. So Baker did what he's going to do, but the team still have concerns about his maturity and his behavior off the field.
And what are you going to glean from yesterday about that? I don't know. Because the question about him, I'm going to say it one more time. Does Baker Mayfield love to play football because he loves to play football? Or does he love what football will do for him in the nightlife, in the after hours? Well, that's it. You better answer that question because he can play football.
Yes.
He's the most accurate of these quarterbacks. He's the least likely to throw an interception of these quarterbacks. He virtually, in raw QBR, led the nation 2 straight years in QBR, raw. That's hard to do. He can play the position at a high level. And as Charlie Wise said, sitting right here after the semifinal game, you know, he says what that kid has inside him, you can't coach or teach. He will compete. He will inspire. He just might inspire himself after hours.
I know another Oklahoma quarterback that said will compete, and they love to have. You remember him, Skip Bayless?
Who?
He won the Heisman Trophy and played in a national championship game.
Sam Bradford.
Yeah. How that working out?
Yeah, but he didn't inspire anyone.
Yeah, he did.
He wasn't a leader.
They went to the.
working out pretty well for Sam Bradford.
Yeah. Monetarily, it's working out real well.
Well, he started off with $50 million guaranteed when he got drafted ahead of the rookie scale, right?
Yeah, that was the Sam Bradford rule.
Woo!
Wow. But here's the thing, though, Skip.
Well, you know who he lost to in the championship game.
Yeah, USC. No.
No, Tim Tebow.
Oh.
Well, nobody's going to beat Tim Tebow in a championship game, so you got to give Bradford a little break on that.
That baseball winning.
Huh?
That baseball beating Tim Tebow into Joy. Joy, how you doing, Joy? I mean, you can be keeping up with this.
I don't understand why you don't appreciate Tim Tebow more. I mean,
I appreciate it.
he's an all-time great
I appreciate
Bronco.
it.
Well, he was going to get sent to the minor league camp at some point. He'll still be playing with the.
I mean, he in the battery league.
What's the name of the row of greats
What
in
happened?
Denver?
Huh?
He ain't on Mount Rushmore.
Huh?
No, not Mount Rushmore. The row of greats.
Oh, yeah. Monument. Oh, yeah.
A lot of
Who would have been the Monument Park?
No, a lot of Bronco fans say that was the most exciting Bronco season ever. Was the team.
Ain't nobody say that.
Yes, they do. The most rewarding, the most satisfying.
First of all,
am I right?
Those young, they weren't alive.
Huh?
They must have went alive in like 97, 98. I don't know about
Yeah,
all
but
that.
those were ho-hum.
What?
Well, that was just TD leading the team.
No, ain't no TD leading nothing.
Yeah, they were.
That was no TD.
Huh?
That was O'Shea Sharp.
No, that was the bell cow. That was Terrell.
Oh, I ain't got no problem with TD. TD was doing it. TD did a big thing.
Man.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
I sure had me a front row seat.
So I'm going to say it one more time about Baker Mayfield. If you can keep him between the lines off the field, between the lines on the field, he's the best quarterback.
Skip, I can't worry about that.
Yep.
Skip, you know, in pro sports, it's not like college where you get the coaches and I can check on you going to study hall and I can check on you in the classroom. As a pro athlete, I get you for X hours and then you gone. I can't be worth chaperoning you, a grown behind man.
I promise you, he's too good not to take a flyer on.
No, I ain't taking a flyer.
Yeah.
No.
How high do you think he'll go?
I told you, we already got a case to do.
We do?
Yeah, you said he'd be top 10.
Oh, yeah, he'll be top 10.
No, he ain't gonna be top 10.
Okay, well, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for that one.
Yeah.
Well, if you're wanting to get to know Baker a little better, he is releasing a Tom versus Time,
Really?
Kurt versus Kirk documentary
Skip.
called Behind Baker. He's gonna
Behind Baker?
Behind Baker. He's going to release them leading up to the draft.
Behind Baker?
Okay.
Behind Baker is the name of it.
You okay with that?
Huh?
You okay with that?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Is that the kind of guy? Is that the kind of guy that you want to lead your franchise that hadn't accomplished anything in the NFL? Now, Tom Brady, I might not agree, but hey, Tom is very accomplished.
I'd say.
So that's what your quarterback's thinking? I remember another guy that had a documentary after he got 1 year into the league. This guy, remember that?
RG3?
Oh yeah. Oh, how did that documentary work out, Skip?
It was a mistake. Well, maybe he can back it up.
We'll
so
see.
far.
Should the Patriots still be Super Bowl favorites? We'll discuss that with Greg Jennings next.